Alright, listen up, okay? I love when more guys come to class than women. That means I have that so I can talk junk about this dance more than I would normally do if it was a class full of women. Here we go. This class is very relational, more than you think. You think you're just coming to deal with a dance class? It's more to it than that, alright? So, one of the major things in relationships that make relationships go bad, give me number one, ladies. I'll let y'all talk. Communication. Communication. Good. Number two, fellas, y'all tell me what y'all feel on y'all side. What's one of the things that makes a relationship go bad if the woman is not doing? Yeah, I mean, communication. That's safe. That's safe. That's safe. Okay. I'll speak on y'all. I'll speak. Okay. The response to our non-communication. Because a lot of times we as men, we communicate, y'all just don't pick up on it. So I'm just being real. Am I right, fellas? Okay. So our communication is sometimes more physical than it is verbal. So in this dance, what we do is we try to get a comfortable median of y'all communicate with us saying something. We most times communicate with our actions or how we move or our frown on our face or it's more physical. So what we're doing in this dance is we are learning to communicate with each other and meet each other halfway. Okay? Now, how this communication works is that we communicate with you in hopes of you responding to what we say. Okay? And your response can go one of two ways. It can be a negative response or it can be a positive response, depending on how we communicate.
Okay, so you guys can show now, right? So you can see what it's supposed to look like. Well, you don't have to go in slow motion with me. That's how it's supposed to look.
For instance, I went to a class on this past Wednesday. Went to a class on Wednesday that was sponsored by someone who was in the dance community, who was a competition winner, star-studded, heavy hitter. This girl, she's the bomb, right?
I already had little moves here and there, you know.
Right.
You know. Then she brought the fine woman here for me, so
You needed that. We needed that. That man is very.
with your choreography and you with the women and you doing my thing, it's gonna make this a perfect video.
We appreciate you, Molly.
We appreciate you.
Bringing the bad ones through.
Come on.
Yeah. Hey. And this was epic. Y'all better stay tuned because this right here, y'all gonna be dancing your asses off.
What? Now, what we're doing in this exercise is that we have to be able to comfortably communicate with our partner what we want them to do without making them feel like we're forcing them to do it. That's the key. Being able to communicate without you feeling like you're uncomfortable with the communication that I'm giving. Like I can rah, talk your head off all day. But if I talk your head off, that means you're going to receive. There has to be a way that you can communicate with me and I'll be able to say, I hear you, and not turn it off. Because if you talk my head off, guess what? I'm turning you off. Get back. I'm talking about myself, fellas? No? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to be out here by myself. I said we had numbers. Okay. All right. So, this is a compromise in communication. Because when I don't communicate with you in a way that you feel comfortable with me communicating with you, you have to be able to let me know. But you have to be able to let me know without starting my feelings. Because at the end of the day, I still got to lead the dance. At the end of the day, supposedly, I still got to lead a relationship. So if you beat me down so much in a relationship, it's going to water down my leadership. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're going to make me feel like I'm not in a position to lead you. Which is going to make me feel like I'm out of position. And it's going to make me want to, guess what? Walk away from the dance.
If you like what you are hearing, join our One Step Above family and get access to the premier dance classes taught by TJ himself. Learn line dancing, Detroit ballroom, Chicago stepping, and more. For more information, log on to www.onestepabove.com. And for private classes, call 404-923-0313.